If you're tired of taking pills every day and still not seeing your blood pressure improve, you're not alone, and this video was made for you. In fact, nearly 9 out of 10 Americans age 65 and older take prescription medications each year, and over half are on 4 or more drugs at once. That's a heavy pill burden that many are looking to reduce. You may feel perfectly fine right now. You might have had your morning coffee, read the newspaper, maybe even taken a walk around the neighborhood. You feel normal, healthy even. But what if I told you that inside your body, something could be happening right now that you can't see or feel, something that could be silently damaging your heart, your brain, and your kidneys with every single heartbeat? This invisible threat affects almost half of all American adults. That's over 100 million people. And here's the most frightening part. Many of these people have no idea it's happening to them. They go about their daily lives, feeling fine, while this silent condition slowly wears down their body from the inside. I'm talking about high blood pressure. Doctors call it the silent killer because it rarely causes symptoms until it's too late. You won't feel it creeping up on you. You won't wake up one morning with a warning sign. Instead, it works quietly, day after day, year after year, putting extra strain on every blood vessel in your body. Think about it this way. Imagine your garden hose. When you turn the water pressure up too high, what happens? The hose gets stiff. It might even burst at the weakest point. That's essentially what high blood pressure does to your arteries. It forces them to work harder than they should, and over time, they start to wear out. Now, if you're over 55, this becomes even more important. As we age, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible. It's like an old rubber band that's lost some of its stretch. This means that high blood pressure can be especially dangerous for people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. But here's what I want you to know. You're not powerless against this condition. While your doctor might immediately reach for a prescription pad, there are natural, proven ways to bring your blood pressure down. Ways that don't require expensive medications or complicated medical procedures. Ways that can actually make you feel better and more energetic than you have in years. Over the next hour, we're going to explore these natural methods together. We'll talk about simple changes you can make to your daily routine that could add years to your life and life to your years. We'll discuss foods that act like natural blood pressure medications, gentle exercises that strengthen your heart, and simple techniques that can calm both your mind and your blood pressure. This isn't about quick fixes or miracle cures. It's about understanding your body and giving it what it needs to heal itself. Because your body wants to be healthy. It's designed to maintain the right blood pressure naturally. Sometimes it just needs a little help getting back on track. So let's begin this journey together. Let's learn how to take control of your blood pressure naturally and safely so you can enjoy more time with your children and grandchildren, more energy for the activities you love, and more confidence in your health. Let's start with the basics, because understanding what's happening in your body is the first step toward fixing it. Blood pressure might sound complicated, but it's actually quite simple when you break it down. Every time your heart beats, it pumps blood through your arteries to every part of your body. Think of your heart as a pump and your arteries as pipes carrying water throughout your house. The pressure that blood creates against the walls of your arteries as it flows through them, that's your blood pressure. When you get your blood pressure checked, you see 2 numbers. Let's say it reads 130/85. The top number, 130, is called systolic pressure. This measures the pressure when your heart beats and pushes blood out. The bottom number, 85, is diastolic pressure. This measures the pressure when your heart rests between beats. Normal blood pressure is considered to be around 120/80. If you're consistently measuring 130/80 or higher, doctors consider that high blood pressure, also called hypertension. Now, don't panic if your numbers are a bit higher than this. Blood pressure naturally goes up and down throughout the day based on what you're doing, how you're feeling, even what you've eaten. Here's where it gets interesting. As we get older, our blood vessels change. They become a bit stiffer, like an old garden hose that's been left in the sun. They don't expand and contract as easily as they did when we were younger. This means our hearts have to work a little harder to push blood through them. It's like trying to water your garden with a hose that's gotten stiff. You have to turn up the water pressure to get the same flow. Your heart does the same thing. It pumps harder to make sure all parts of your body get the blood and oxygen they need. Now, this is where problems can start. When your arteries are stiff and your heart is pumping harder, the pressure against your artery walls increases. Over time, this constant high pressure can cause tiny tears in your artery walls. Your body tries to repair these tears, but the repair process can make your arteries even stiffer and narrower. It's like having a small leak in your garden hose. You might patch it with tape, but that patch makes the hose a little less flexible at that spot. If you keep running high pressure through it, you might get more small leaks that need more patches. Eventually, the hose isn't working as well as it used to. The same thing happens in your body. As your arteries become stiffer and narrower, your heart has to work even harder. It's a cycle that can keep getting worse if we don't do something about it. But here's the good news. Unlike that old garden hose, your arteries can actually become more flexible again. Your body has an amazing ability to heal and repair itself when you give it the right conditions. The changes we'll talk about in this documentary can help your arteries become more elastic and your heart work more efficiently. Understanding this process helps you see why the natural methods we'll discuss work so well. When you eat foods that support healthy arteries, when you move your body in ways that improve blood flow, when you manage stress that can spike your blood pressure, you're helping your cardiovascular system work the way it's meant to work. So as we move forward, remember that high blood pressure isn't just a number on a machine. It's your body telling you that your cardiovascular system needs some support. And the beautiful thing is, you have the power to provide that support in natural, healthy ways. This is perhaps the most important part of our conversation today, and I want to share it with you gently but honestly. High blood pressure doesn't just make your heart work harder. It slowly damages your body in ways you can't see or feel until something serious happens. Imagine you have a beautiful antique clock that you wind up too tight every day. For months, maybe even years, it keeps perfect time. You don't notice anything wrong. But inside, the springs and gears are under constant stress. One day, without warning, something breaks. That's what untreated high blood pressure can do to your body. Let's talk about your brain first. Your brain needs a steady, gentle flow of blood to function properly. Think of the blood vessels in your brain like delicate streams feeding a garden. When blood pressure is too high, it's like turning those gentle streams into rushing rivers. Over time, this can damage the small blood vessels in your brain. Sometimes a blood vessel in the brain can't handle the pressure anymore and bursts. This is what we call a stroke. Other times, the constant high pressure causes the blood vessels to become thick and narrow, reducing blood flow to parts of the brain. This can lead to memory problems, confusion, and what doctors call vascular dementia. Your heart, the hardest working muscle in your body, also suffers from high blood pressure. When your heart has to pump against high pressure day after day, year after year, it starts to thicken and enlarge like a weightlifter's muscle. But unlike a bicep, a thicker heart doesn't work better. It actually works less efficiently. Over time, this enlarged heart can't pump blood as well as it should. This can lead to heart failure, which doesn't mean your heart stops working, but rather that it can't pump enough blood to meet your body's needs. You might feel tired, short of breath, or notice swelling in your legs and feet. High blood pressure can also damage the arteries that supply blood to your heart muscle itself. These are called coronary arteries, and when they're damaged, it can lead to a heart attack. The constant high pressure causes these arteries to develop thick, hard patches called plaque. If a piece of this plaque breaks off, it can block the artery completely, cutting off blood flow to part of your heart. Your kidneys, those amazing filters that clean your blood, are also at risk. They're filled with tiny blood vessels that can be damaged by high pressure. When these vessels are damaged, your kidneys can't filter your blood properly. Waste products and excess fluid build up in your body, which can make your blood pressure even higher. It becomes a dangerous cycle. Even your eyes can be affected. The retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of your eye, has delicate blood vessels that can be damaged by high blood pressure. This can lead to vision problems or even blindness. Now, I'm not sharing this information to frighten you. I'm sharing it because knowledge is power. When you understand what's at stake, you're more likely to take action. And the good news is that your body is remarkably good at healing itself when you give it the chance. Studies have shown that even small reductions in blood pressure can significantly reduce your risk of these complications. A reduction of just 5 points in your systolic pressure can reduce your risk of stroke by 14% and your risk of heart disease by 9%. That's the power of taking action. The most encouraging part is that it's never too late to start. Even if you've had high blood pressure for years, even if you're in your 70s or 80s, your body can still benefit from the natural approaches we're going to discuss. Every positive change you make is an investment in your health and your future. So as we continue our journey together, remember that each strategy we discuss isn't just about lowering numbers on a blood pressure monitor. It's about protecting your brain, your heart, your kidneys, and your vision. It's about preserving your independence and your quality of life for years to come. Let me start by saying something important. Blood pressure medications save lives. If your doctor has prescribed medication for your blood pressure, please don't stop taking it without talking to them first. These medications exist for good reasons, and for many people, they're absolutely necessary. But here's what I want you to understand. Medication isn't always the first or only answer, especially if your blood pressure is only mildly elevated. Unfortunately, our medical system often works like this. You go to your doctor, they find your blood pressure is a bit high, and within 5 minutes, you're walking out with a prescription. This happens partly because doctors are pressed for time. In a typical appointment, your doctor might have only 15 minutes to spend with you. It's much faster to write a prescription than to spend time discussing diet changes, exercise programs, or stress management techniques. It's not that your doctor doesn't care. They're working within a system that rewards quick fixes over long-term solutions. There's also something called pill culture in America. We've been trained to believe that for every health problem, there's a pill that can fix it. Got high cholesterol? Take a statin. High blood pressure? Take a diuretic. While these medications can be life-saving, they often come with side effects and don't address the root causes of the problem. Let me share something that might surprise you. According to recent studies, nearly 30% of people taking blood pressure medication might not actually need it if they made certain lifestyle changes. Their blood pressure could be controlled naturally through diet, exercise, stress management, and other approaches we'll discuss. Think about it this way. If your basement keeps flooding, you could keep mopping up the water, or you could fix the crack in the foundation. Blood pressure medications are like mopping up the water. They manage the symptom. Natural approaches work more like fixing the foundation. They address the underlying causes. Now, some people do need medication, and that's perfectly okay. If you have severely high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, if you've already had a heart attack or stroke, medication might be essential for you. But even in these cases, natural approaches can work alongside medication to potentially reduce the amount you need. Here's what's exciting. Studies show that natural approaches can be incredibly effective. The DASH diet, which we'll discuss later, can lower blood pressure as much as some medications. Regular walking can reduce blood pressure by 4 to 9 points. Stress reduction techniques can lower blood pressure by 5 to 10 points. These aren't small changes, they're clinically significant improvements. The beautiful thing about natural approaches is that they don't just lower your blood pressure, they improve your overall health. When you eat better, you often lose weight, sleep better, and have more energy. When you exercise regularly, you strengthen your bones, improve your balance, and boost your mood. When you manage stress, you think more clearly and feel more peaceful. Medications, on the other hand, can sometimes cause side effects. Some blood pressure medications can make you feel dizzy or tired. Others might affect your kidney function or cause a persistent cough. Some can even affect your mood or your ability to exercise. This doesn't mean medications are bad, they're tools, and sometimes they're the right tool for the job. But it does mean that if you can achieve the same results naturally, without side effects, that might be a better option for you. Here's my suggestion. Work with your doctor as a partner. If your blood pressure is only mildly elevated, ask about trying natural approaches first. Many doctors are open to this, especially if you commit to monitoring your blood pressure regularly and following up with them. If you're already on medication, don't just stop taking it. Instead, work on the natural approaches we'll discuss. As your blood pressure improves, your doctor might be able to reduce your medication or even eliminate it entirely. This should always be done under medical supervision. Remember, the goal isn't to avoid all medical treatment. The goal is to use the least invasive, most natural approaches that work for your situation. Sometimes that's lifestyle changes alone. Sometimes it's lifestyle changes plus medication. The key is finding what works best for your body and your life. What you eat has a direct and powerful effect on your blood pressure. In fact, dietary changes can lower your blood pressure faster than almost any other natural approach. Some people see improvements within just a few weeks of changing how they eat. Let's start with the biggest culprit, salt. Now, I know you've heard this before, but let me explain it in a way that makes sense. When you eat too much salt, your body holds onto extra water to dilute that salt. It's like your body is trying to water down a soup that's too salty. This extra water increases the volume of blood in your arteries. Imagine your garden hose again. If you suddenly put more water through the same size hose, the pressure goes up. That's exactly what happens in your arteries when you eat too much salt. The tricky part is that salt is hidden in so many foods. You might not be adding salt to your meals, but if you're eating processed foods, restaurant meals, or even bread from the grocery store, you're probably getting much more salt than you realize. Here's a simple rule. If it comes in a box, a bag, or a can, check the sodium content. Try to keep your total daily sodium intake under 2,300 milligrams. That's about 1 teaspoon of salt. If you already have high blood pressure, aim for even less, around 1,500 milligrams per day. But here's the good news. There's a mineral that works like the opposite of salt, and most of us don't get enough of it. It's called potassium, and it helps your body get rid of excess sodium while relaxing your blood vessel walls. Foods rich in potassium include bananas, oranges, potatoes with the skin on, spinach, and beans. When you increase your potassium intake, you're giving your body a natural way to lower blood pressure. It's like having a natural water pill that doesn't cause side effects. Fiber is another powerful tool for lowering blood pressure. Food high in fiber help your body in several ways. They can help you lose weight, which reduces pressure on your cardiovascular system. They also help lower cholesterol, which keeps your arteries cleaner and more flexible. Great sources of fiber include oatmeal, beans, apples with the skin on, and vegetables. Try to get at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day. If you're not used to eating much fiber, increase it gradually to avoid digestive discomfort. Now, let me tell you about something called the DASH diet. DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. This isn't a fad diet or a complicated meal plan. It's simply a way of eating that emphasizes foods that naturally lower blood pressure. The DASH diet focuses on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and low-fat dairy products. It limits red meat, sugar, and processed foods. People who follow the DASH diet typically see their blood pressure drop by 8 to 14 points within just a few weeks. Here's what a DASH-style day might look like. For breakfast, you might have oatmeal with sliced banana and a small glass of low-fat milk. For lunch, a salad with grilled chicken, lots of vegetables, and a vinaigrette dressing. For dinner, baked salmon with steamed broccoli and brown rice. For snacks, an apple with a small handful of unsalted nuts. Notice that this isn't about starving yourself or eating strange foods. It's about choosing foods that nourish your body and support healthy blood pressure. There are also some specific foods that act almost like natural blood pressure medications. Beets contain compounds called nitrates that help relax blood vessels. Garlic has been shown to have modest blood pressure lowering effects. Dark chocolate in small amounts can help improve blood vessel function. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines help reduce inflammation and may help lower blood pressure. If you don't like fish, you can get omega-3s from walnuts, flax seeds, or fish oil supplements. The key is to make changes gradually. Don't try to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by adding more fruits and vegetables to your meals. Then work on reducing processed foods. Gradually decrease the salt you add to your food and let your taste buds adjust. Remember, every positive change you make adds up. Even if you can't follow a perfect diet, every serving of fruits or vegetables, every meal without processed foods, every day with less salt is helping your blood pressure and your overall health. Your taste buds will adapt to less salt within a few weeks. Foods you once thought were bland will start to taste just right, and foods you used to enjoy might start to taste too salty. Your body wants to be healthy. Sometimes it just needs you to give it the right fuel. Here's something that might surprise you. You don't need to become a marathon runner or spend hours at the gym to lower your blood pressure through exercise. Even gentle, regular movement can have powerful effects on your cardiovascular health. Let me share a story that illustrates this beautifully. There was a study done with people over 60 who had never exercised regularly. The researchers had them walk for just 10 minutes 3 times a day. That's only 30 minutes total, broken up throughout the day. After 8 weeks, their average blood pressure dropped by 7 points. That's equivalent to the effect of some blood pressure medications. Think about what this means. A 10-minute walk after breakfast, another after lunch, and one in the evening could significantly improve your blood pressure. You don't need special equipment, a gym membership, or even exercise clothes. You just need comfortable shoes and the willingness to move. When you move your body, several wonderful things happen. Your heart gets stronger, just like any muscle that's exercised regularly. A stronger heart can pump the same amount of blood with less effort, which means less pressure on your arteries. Exercise also helps your blood vessels become more flexible. Remember how we talked about arteries becoming stiff as we age? Regular movement helps keep them elastic and responsive. It's like regularly stretching a rubber band to keep it from losing its flexibility. Movement also helps your body use insulin more effectively, which can help prevent diabetes or a major risk factor for high blood pressure. It helps you maintain a healthy weight, and excess weight puts extra strain on your cardiovascular system. Now, what kind of movement is best? The good news is that almost any activity that gets you moving can help. Walking is excellent because it's low impact, easy on your joints, and something you can do almost anywhere. Swimming is wonderful if you have access to a pool, as the water supports your joints while providing resistance. Tai Chi is particularly good for older adults. It's sometimes called moving meditation because it combines gentle, flowing movements with deep breathing and mindfulness. Studies have shown that Tai Chi can lower blood pressure as effectively as moderate-intensity aerobic exercise. Gardening counts too. When you're digging, planting, weeding, and watering, you're getting exercise without even thinking about it. Dancing, whether it's ballroom dancing or just dancing to music in your living room, is another joyful way to get your body moving. Even household chores can contribute to your daily movement. Vacuuming, washing windows, and cleaning can all get your heart rate up and contribute to better cardiovascular health. The key is consistency rather than intensity. It's better to walk for 20 minutes every day than to exercise vigorously once a week. Your cardiovascular system benefits from regular, sustained activity rather than occasional bursts of intense exercise. If you haven't exercised in a while, start slowly. Begin with just 5 or 10 minutes of gentle activity and gradually increase the time as you feel more comfortable. Listen to your body. You should feel slightly winded but still be able to carry on a conversation while exercising. Stretching is also important, especially as we age. Gentle stretching helps maintain flexibility in your muscles and joints, making it easier to stay active. It also promotes relaxation, which can help lower stress-related blood pressure spikes. Here's a simple routine you might try. Start your day with 5 minutes of gentle stretching. Take a 10-minute walk after breakfast. Do some light household chores or gardening in the afternoon. Take another 10-minute walk after dinner. End your day with 5 more minutes of stretching or gentle movement. Remember, movement should feel good. If you experience chest pain, severe shortness of breath, dizziness, or any other concerning symptoms during exercise, stop and consult your doctor. But for most people, gentle, regular movement is not only safe but essential for good health. The beautiful thing about exercise for blood pressure is that the benefits start almost immediately. You might notice improvements in your blood pressure within just a few weeks of starting a regular movement routine. And unlike medications, the side effects of exercise are all positive: better sleep, more energy, improved mood, stronger bones, and better balance. So don't think of exercise as another chore on your to-do list. Think of it as a gift you give yourself every day, a gift that helps your heart, lowers your blood pressure, and improves your quality of life. Stress and blood pressure are connected in ways that might surprise you. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones make your heart beat faster and cause your blood vessels to narrow. It's your body's ancient fight or flight response, preparing you to either face danger or run from it. This response was helpful when our ancestors faced immediate physical threats. But in today's world, we often face chronic, ongoing stress, worry about finances, health concerns, family problems, or even just watching the news. Your body can't tell the difference between a real emergency and these everyday stresses, so it keeps triggering that same fight or flight response. Imagine your blood pressure as a car engine. Acute stress is like pressing the gas pedal. Your blood pressure shoots up quickly, but comes back down when the stress passes. Chronic stress is like keeping your foot on the gas pedal all day long. Eventually, that constant high pressure takes a toll on your cardiovascular system. Studies have shown that people who are chronically stressed have blood pressure that's 5 to 10 points higher than people who manage stress well. That might not sound like much, but it's clinically significant, enough to increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. The good news is that you have more control over this than you might think. While you can't always control what happens to you, you can learn to control how you respond to stress. And when you change your stress response, you can literally lower your blood pressure. Let me teach you a simple breathing technique that can lower your blood pressure in just a few minutes. It's called deep diaphragmatic breathing, but don't let the fancy name intimidate you. Here's how it works. Sit comfortably in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose, allowing your belly to rise while keeping your chest relatively still. The hand on your belly should move more than the hand on your chest. Then breathe out slowly through your mouth, letting your belly fall. Try to make your exhale longer than your inhale. Breathe in for a count of 4, then breathe out for a count of 6. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll likely notice a sense of calm washing over you. This technique works because it activates your body's relaxation response, the opposite of the stress response. Another powerful stress reduction technique is called progressive muscle relaxation. Starting with your toes, tense each muscle group in your body for 5 seconds, then release and relax for 10 seconds. Work your way up through your legs, abdomen, arms, shoulders, and face. This helps you become aware of tension in your body and teaches you how to release it. Visualization can also be incredibly effective. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a peaceful place, maybe a quiet beach, a mountain meadow, or even just a comfortable chair in your favorite room. Use all your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, and feel in this peaceful place? Spend 5 to 10 minutes in this mental sanctuary whenever you feel stressed. Prayer and meditation, if they're part of your tradition, can be powerful stress reducers. Studies have shown that people who pray or meditate regularly tend to have lower blood pressure. The key is regular practice. Even just 10 minutes a day can make a difference. Sometimes stress comes from feeling overwhelmed by everything you need to do. In this case, writing down your concerns can help. Make a list of what's worrying you, then divide it into 2 columns, things you can control and things you can't. Focus your energy on the things you can control, and try to let go of the things you can't. Social connection is also crucial for managing stress. Spending time with family and friends, joining a community group, or even having a pet can help reduce stress levels. Loneliness and isolation are significant sources of chronic stress, especially as we age. Laughter really is good medicine when it comes to stress and blood pressure. When you laugh, your body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that promote feelings of well-being. Laughter also helps relax your blood vessels, which can temporarily lower blood pressure. Sleep and stress are closely connected too. When you're stressed, it's harder to sleep well. When you don't sleep well, you're more vulnerable to stress the next day. We'll talk more about sleep in our next segment, but for now, know that managing stress can improve your sleep, which in turn helps manage stress. Remember, learning to manage stress is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. Don't expect to master these techniques overnight. Start with just 1 or 2 methods that appeal to you and practice them regularly. Even a few minutes of stress reduction each day can make a meaningful difference in your blood pressure and your overall well-being. The goal isn't to eliminate all stress from your life. That's neither possible nor healthy. The goal is to develop healthy ways to respond to stress so that it doesn't chronically elevate your blood pressure and damage your health. Nature has provided us with some remarkable substances that may help support healthy blood pressure. While these natural supplements can't replace a healthy diet and lifestyle, they might provide additional support for your cardiovascular health. However, it's important to remember that natural doesn't always mean safe, and you should always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you're taking medications. Let's start with magnesium, often called the relaxation mineral. Magnesium helps relax the smooth muscles in your blood vessel walls, which can help lower blood pressure. Many Americans don't get enough magnesium from their diet, especially as we age, because our bodies don't absorb it as efficiently as they used to. Studies suggest that magnesium supplements might lower blood pressure by 2 to 3 points on average. While that might not sound like much, remember that even small reductions in blood pressure can significantly reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke. Good food sources of magnesium include dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. If you choose to take a magnesium supplement, magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate are generally well-absorbed forms. Start with a lower dose to see how your body responds, as too much magnesium can cause digestive upset. Coenzyme Q10, often shortened to CoQ10, is another supplement that shows promise for blood pressure support. CoQ10 is a compound that your body naturally produces to help your cells make energy. As we age, our bodies produce less CoQ10, and some blood pressure medications can further deplete it. Research suggests that CoQ10 supplements might help lower blood pressure by 4 to 11 points in people with high blood pressure. It may work by improving the function of blood vessel walls and supporting heart muscle function. CoQ10 is found in small amounts in foods like organ meats, fatty fish, and whole grains, but it's difficult to get therapeutic amounts from food alone. If you decide to try CoQ10, look for the ubiquinol form, which is more easily absorbed by the body. Here's something you might find interesting: hibiscus tea. This beautiful red tea, made from the dried petals of the hibiscus flower, has been used traditionally in many cultures for various health purposes. Recent studies suggest that drinking hibiscus tea might help lower blood pressure. In one study, people who drank 3 cups of hibiscus tea daily for 6 weeks saw their systolic blood pressure drop by an average of 7 points. The tea appears to work as a natural ACE inhibitor, helping blood vessels relax and making it easier for blood to flow through them. Hibiscus tea has a tart, cranberry-like flavor. You can drink it hot or cold, and it's naturally caffeine-free. Some people add a little honey or lemon to improve the taste. Just be aware that hibiscus can interact with some medications, so check with your doctor first. Beetroot juice is another natural option that's gained attention for blood pressure support. Beets are rich in nitrates, which your body converts to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen blood vessels, improving blood flow and potentially lowering blood pressure. Studies have shown that drinking beetroot juice can lower blood pressure within just a few hours, with effects lasting up to 24 hours. The typical effective dose seems to be about 8 ounces of beetroot juice daily. You can buy beetroot juice at many health food stores, or you can juice fresh beets at home. If you find straight beetroot juice too earthy or strong, you can mix it with other vegetable juices like carrot or apple juice. Some people prefer beetroot powder, which can be mixed into smoothies or water. Garlic has been used medicinally for thousands of years, and modern research suggests it might have modest blood pressure lowering effects. Garlic appears to work by helping blood vessels relax and by supporting healthy cholesterol levels. While fresh garlic is great to include in your cooking, you need to eat quite a bit to get the amounts used in studies. Aged garlic extract supplements are more concentrated and may be more effective for blood pressure support. Omega-3 fatty acids, which we mentioned earlier in our diet section, are also available as supplements. Fish oil supplements containing EPA and DHA, the 2 most important omega-3s, may help lower blood pressure, especially in people who don't eat fish regularly. Look for fish oil supplements that have been tested for purity and potency. The typical effective dose for blood pressure support appears to be around 2 to 3 grams of combined EPA and DHA daily. Now, here's something crucial to understand. Supplements work best as part of a comprehensive approach to health. They're not magic bullets that can overcome a poor diet, lack of exercise, or chronic stress. Think of them as supportive players on a team, not the star players. Also, quality matters when it comes to supplements. Look for products that have been tested by third-party organizations for purity and potency. This helps ensure you're getting what's on the label and that the product is free from harmful contaminants. Finally, be patient. Unlike prescription medications, natural supplements often work more gradually. You might not see changes in your blood pressure for several weeks or even months. Keep track of your blood pressure readings so you can monitor any changes over time. Remember, the goal is to support your body's natural ability to maintain healthy blood pressure. These natural helpers can be part of that support system, but they work best when combined with the diet, exercise, and stress management approaches we've discussed. Sleep and blood pressure are more closely connected than most people realize. When you don't get enough quality sleep, your blood pressure tends to stay elevated throughout the day. It's as if your cardiovascular system never gets a chance to fully rest and reset. During normal sleep, your blood pressure naturally drops by 10 to 20%. This nightly dip gives your heart and blood vessels a chance to recover from the day's work. But when you don't sleep well, or when you don't get enough sleep, this natural drop doesn't happen as it should. Think of sleep as your body's maintenance time. Just like a busy restaurant closes at night so the staff can clean and prepare for the next day, your body uses sleep time to repair and restore itself. Your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure drops, and your body releases hormones that help repair any damage from the day. People who consistently get less than 6 hours of sleep per night have a significantly higher risk of developing high blood pressure. Even losing just 1 hour of sleep per night can raise your blood pressure the next day. There are several reasons why poor sleep affects blood pressure. First, when you don't sleep well, your body produces more stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones keep your blood pressure elevated even when you should be resting. Second, lack of sleep affects your body's ability to regulate sodium. When you're sleep deprived, your kidneys don't remove excess sodium from your body as effectively, leading to fluid retention and higher blood pressure. Third, poor sleep often leads to weight gain, and excess weight puts additional strain on your cardiovascular system. When you're tired, you're more likely to reach for high-calorie, high-sodium comfort foods, and you're less likely to exercise. Sleep apnea, a condition where breathing stops and starts during sleep, is particularly problematic for blood pressure. Each time breathing stops, oxygen levels drop and stress hormones surge, causing blood pressure to spike. People with untreated sleep apnea often have blood pressure that's difficult to control, even with medication. If you snore loudly, wake up gasping for air, or feel tired despite getting what should be enough sleep, talk to your doctor about sleep apnea. It's more common than many people realize, especially in people over 50. So, how can you improve your sleep to help your blood pressure? Let's start with what sleep experts call sleep hygiene, the habits and environment that promote good sleep. First, try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body has an internal clock, and keeping a consistent schedule helps that clock work properly. This might mean gradually shifting your bedtime earlier or later until you find a schedule that allows for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Create a bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to wind down. This might include taking a warm bath, reading a book, doing some gentle stretches, or listening to calming music. Start this routine about an hour before you want to fall asleep. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Keep it cool. Around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal for most people. Make it as dark as possible. Even small amounts of light can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Consider blackout curtains or an eye mask if needed. Keep your bedroom quiet, or use consistent background noise like a fan or white noise machine to mask disruptive sounds. Remove electronic devices like televisions, computers, and smartphones from your bedroom, or at least turn them off an hour before bedtime. The blue light from these devices can interfere with your natural sleep-wake cycle. Pay attention to what and when you eat and drink before bed. Avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. While alcohol might make you feel drowsy initially, it actually disrupts sleep quality and can cause you to wake up frequently during the night. If you take afternoon naps, try to limit them to 20 to 30 minutes and avoid napping after 3 p.m. Long or late naps can make it harder to fall asleep at bedtime. Regular exercise can improve sleep quality, but try to finish vigorous exercise at least 3 hours before bedtime. Exercise raises your body temperature and heart rate, which can make it harder to fall asleep if done too close to bedtime. If you find your mind racing when you lie down, try keeping a notebook by your bed. Write down any worries or tomorrow's to-do list so you can let go of them for the night. Some people find that gentle meditation or progressive muscle relaxation helps quiet a busy mind. If you've been lying awake for more than 20 minutes, get up and do a quiet, non-stimulating activity until you feel sleepy. Lying in bed awake can create anxiety about sleep and make the problem worse. Consider your mattress and pillows. If they're old or uncomfortable, they might be interfering with your sleep quality. You spend about a third of your life in bed, so it's worth investing in comfortable, supportive bedding. Some people find that certain herbal teas like chamomile or passion flower help them relax before bed. These are generally safe for most people, but check with your doctor if you're taking other medications. If you've tried these strategies for several weeks and you're still having sleep problems, talk to your doctor. There might be underlying medical issues affecting your sleep, or you might benefit from working with a sleep specialist. Remember, improving sleep quality often takes time. Don't expect perfect sleep immediately after making changes. Be patient with yourself and focus on creating consistent, healthy sleep habits. Your blood pressure and your overall health will thank you for it. Good sleep isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for healthy blood pressure and overall well-being. When you prioritize sleep, You're giving your cardiovascular system the rest and recovery time it needs to function properly. I want to have an honest conversation with you about something that might be uncomfortable, but important to understand. Your doctor cares about your health and wants to help you, but the medical system they work in doesn't always make it easy for them to spend time discussing natural approaches to blood pressure management. Here's the reality of modern medical practice. Most doctors have very limited time with each patient. A typical appointment might be scheduled for 15 minutes, but by the time the doctor reviews your chart, takes your vital signs, discusses your symptoms, and writes any necessary prescriptions or referrals, there might only be a few minutes left for health education and lifestyle counseling. In that short time, it's much faster and more straightforward to prescribe medication than to explain dietary changes, create an exercise plan, or teach stress management techniques. It's not that your doctor doesn't believe in these approaches, it's that they literally don't have enough time to properly educate you about them. Medical school training also tends to focus heavily on diagnosing diseases and prescribing treatments, with less emphasis on prevention and lifestyle medicine. Most doctors receive only a few hours of nutrition education during their entire medical training, despite the fact that diet plays a crucial role in most chronic diseases. There's also what we might call pill culture in American medicine. Both doctors and patients have been conditioned to expect that there's a medication for every health problem. This isn't necessarily wrong. Medications can be life-saving, but it can lead to a mindset where natural approaches are overlooked or dismissed as less effective. Insurance and healthcare reimbursement systems also play a role. Doctors are typically reimbursed the same amount, whether they spend 5 minutes prescribing medication or 30 minutes counseling you about lifestyle changes. From a business perspective, seeing more patients in less time is often more financially viable for medical practices. There's also legal liability to consider. If a doctor prescribes a proven medication and you still have problems, they're generally protected legally because they followed standard medical protocols. If they recommend lifestyle changes instead of medication and something bad happens, they might face more legal scrutiny, even if the lifestyle approach was appropriate. This doesn't mean your doctor is trying to harm you or doesn't care about your well-being. Most doctors genuinely want their patients to be healthy, but they're working within a system that has certain constraints and incentives. So what can you do about this? The key is to become an active participant in your healthcare rather than a passive recipient. Here are some strategies. Come prepared to your appointments. Write down your questions ahead of time. If you're interested in trying natural approaches to lower your blood pressure, let your doctor know. Ask specific questions like, would it be safe for me to try the DASH diet? Or can I try increasing my exercise before starting medication? Ask about monitoring your blood pressure at home. Many doctors are willing to let patients with mildly elevated blood pressure try lifestyle changes for a few months if they commit to regular monitoring and follow-up appointments. Don't be afraid to ask for more time if you need it. You might say, I have several questions about managing my blood pressure naturally. Would it be possible to schedule a longer appointment to discuss this? Many doctors' offices offer extended consultation appointments for patients who need more time. Bring a list of any supplements you're taking or want to try. Ask your doctor about potential interactions with any medications you're taking. This shows that you're being responsible about your health and want to work with them as a partner. If your doctor seems resistant to discussing natural approaches, you might ask for a referral to a nutritionist, a certified diabetes educator, or another healthcare professional who specializes in lifestyle medicine. Many hospitals and clinics now have these specialists on staff. Consider seeking a second opinion if you feel your doctor isn't supportive of your desire to try natural approaches. Look for doctors who practice integrative medicine or who have additional training in nutrition and lifestyle medicine. Keep detailed records of your blood pressure readings, your diet, exercise, sleep, and stress levels. This information can help your doctor see patterns and make more informed recommendations. Remember that you have the right to be involved in decisions about your healthcare. If you want to try natural approaches first, assuming your blood pressure isn't dangerously high, you have the right to discuss this with your doctor. If they're not supportive, you have the right to seek care elsewhere. At the same time, recognize your doctor's expertise. If they strongly recommend medication, there might be good reasons you're not aware of. Ask them to explain their reasoning so you can make an informed decision together. The goal is to create a partnership with your healthcare provider where you work together to find the best approach for your individual situation. This might be lifestyle changes alone, medication alone, or a combination of both. Don't let the limitations of the healthcare system discourage you from taking control of your health. The natural approaches we've discussed in this documentary are well supported by research and can be incredibly effective for many people. You just need to be proactive about implementing them and communicating with your healthcare team about your progress. Your health is ultimately your responsibility, and you have more power to influence it than you might realize. Use your doctor as a valuable resource and safety net, but don't wait for them to initiate discussions about natural health approaches. Take the lead in advocating for the kind of care you want. Now that we've explored all these different approaches to naturally lowering blood pressure, you might be wondering how to put it all together. The key is to think of this not as a temporary fix, but as a new way of living that supports your cardiovascular health for years to come. The most important thing to understand is that these approaches work best when they're combined. It's like building a house. You need a strong foundation, solid walls, and a good roof. One element alone might not be enough, but when you combine them all, you create something sturdy and lasting. Let's start with creating your foundation, your daily routine. Think about what a typical day looks like for you now, and then consider how you might gently modify it to include blood pressure-friendly habits. Your morning might begin with a few minutes of gentle stretching or deep breathing to start the day calmly. Instead of rushing into your day with stress and tension, you give your body a few minutes to wake up peacefully. This simple practice can help keep your blood pressure lower throughout the day. For breakfast, you might choose oatmeal with sliced banana and a sprinkle of chopped walnuts instead of a processed cereal or pastry. You're getting fiber, potassium, and omega-3 fatty acids, all things that support healthy blood pressure. You might also have a cup of hibiscus tea instead of your second cup of coffee. After breakfast, take a 10 to 15-minute walk around your neighborhood. This doesn't have to be a power walk or intense exercise. Just a gentle, pleasant stroll that gets your body moving and your blood flowing. If the weather is nice, being outdoors in nature can also help reduce stress. Throughout your day, pay attention to your sodium intake. Instead of reaching for processed snacks, choose fresh fruits, vegetables, or unsalted nuts. When you're cooking, experiment with herbs and spices instead of salt to add flavor to your meals. Lunch might be a large salad with lots of colorful vegetables, some lean protein like grilled chicken or beans, and a dressing made with olive oil and lemon juice. You're getting potassium, magnesium, fiber, and healthy fats, all nutrients that support cardiovascular health. In the afternoon, instead of having a caffeinated beverage that might spike your blood pressure, try some herbal tea or just plain water. If you feel stressed during the day, take a few minutes to practice those deep breathing exercises we discussed. For dinner, focus on the DASH diet principles: lean protein, vegetables, whole grains, and minimal processed foods. This might be baked salmon with roasted vegetables and brown rice, or a vegetable and bean soup with whole grain bread. Evening is a perfect time for gentle movement. This might be another short walk, some light stretching, tai chi, or even dancing to music you enjoy. The goal is to move your body in a way that feels good and helps you unwind from the day. About an hour before bedtime, begin your wind-down routine. Turn off electronic devices, dim the lights, and engage in calming activities like reading, gentle stretching, or meditation. This helps signal to your body that it's time to prepare for sleep. Now, this might all sound overwhelming when you see it laid out like this. Please don't try to implement all of these changes at once. That's a recipe for feeling frustrated and giving up. Instead, choose one or two changes to start with and focus on those until they become natural habits. Maybe you start with just taking a 10-minute walk after breakfast each day. Once that feels automatic, maybe after 2 or 3 weeks, you might add another small change, like choosing herbal tea over coffee in the afternoon. The key is to make changes that you can sustain long-term. It's better to make small, permanent changes than to try to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight and then revert to old habits when it becomes too difficult. Remember that this is a lifestyle, not a diet or a temporary health program. There will be days when you can't stick to your routine perfectly, and that's okay. Life happens. The important thing is to get back on track the next day without guilt or self-criticism. Track your progress, but don't obsess over it. You might keep a simple log of your blood pressure readings, your daily walks, and how you're feeling overall. Many people find that seeing their progress on paper helps motivate them to continue. Celebrate small victories. When you've walked every day for a week, when you've tried a new healthy recipe, when your blood pressure reading is a few points lower than last month, acknowledge these accomplishments. They're building blocks toward better health. Consider involving your family or friends in your healthy lifestyle changes. Having support makes it easier to stick with new habits. Maybe your spouse will join you for evening walks, where you can share healthy recipes with friends. If you have setbacks, and everyone does, don't view them as failures. View them as learning opportunities. What made it difficult to stick with your routine? How can you adjust your approach to make it more sustainable? Remember that every positive change you make is benefiting your health, even if you can't see immediate results in your blood pressure readings. You're reducing inflammation, improving your cardiovascular fitness, supporting better sleep, and reducing your risk of many chronic diseases. This is about creating a life that supports your health and well-being in every way. When you eat nourishing foods, move your body regularly, manage stress effectively, and get quality sleep, you're not just lowering your blood pressure, you're improving your energy, your mood, your mental clarity, and your overall quality of life. The beautiful thing about these natural approaches is that they have positive ripple effects throughout your health. Unlike medications that target specific symptoms, healthy lifestyle choices support your body's overall function and resilience. As we come to the end of our journey together, I want to share something that I believe with all my heart. It is never too late to start taking better care of yourself. No matter what your age, no matter how long you've had high blood pressure, no matter what mistakes you think you've made with your health in the past, your body still has an amazing capacity to heal and improve. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio. When her doctor told her that her blood pressure was 160/95 and recommended medication, she asked if she could try natural approaches first. Her doctor was skeptical, but agreed to monitor her closely. Margaret started simple. She began taking a 20-minute walk every morning while listening to her favorite music. She switched from processed cereals to oatmeal with fruit for breakfast. She learned to cook with herbs and spices instead of salt. She started drinking hibiscus tea in the afternoon instead of her usual soda. Within 3 months, Margaret's blood pressure had dropped to 135/85. Her doctor was amazed. But Margaret didn't stop there. She continued with her healthy habits, and 6 months later, her blood pressure was 125/80, completely normal for the first time in over a decade. But here's what Margaret told me was the most surprising part. She felt better than she had in years. She had more energy, she was sleeping better, and she felt proud of herself for taking control of her health. At 72, she felt like she was getting younger instead of older. Then there's Robert, a 68-year-old retired mechanic from Texas. Robert had been on blood pressure medication for 8 years when he decided he wanted to try reducing his dependence on pills. Working with his doctor, he gradually implemented the strategies we've discussed in this documentary. Robert focused especially on stress management, using deep breathing exercises and taking up gardening as a form of both exercise and meditation. He modified his diet to include more fruits and vegetables and less processed food. He made sure to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Over the course of a year, Robert was able to reduce his blood pressure medication by half while maintaining healthy blood pressure readings. His doctor was impressed, and Robert felt more in control of his health than he had in years. These aren't unusual stories. Research consistently shows that lifestyle changes can be effective at any age. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association followed people over 65 who made comprehensive lifestyle changes. After just 16 weeks, their average blood pressure dropped by 15 points systolic and 8 points diastolic. Another study looked at people over 70 who had never exercised regularly. After starting a simple walking program, their blood pressure improvements were just as significant as those seen in younger people. Age didn't limit their body's ability to respond to positive changes. Your body wants to be healthy. It's designed to maintain balance and heal itself when given the right conditions. Every cell in your body is constantly working to repair damage and optimize function. When you provide your body with nutritious food, regular movement, adequate sleep, and stress management, you're giving it the tools it needs to do what it does naturally. Even if you've had high blood pressure for years, even if you've been on medication for a long time, your cardiovascular system can still benefit from the natural approaches we've discussed. Your arteries can become more flexible, your heart can become more efficient, and your overall cardiovascular health can improve. The changes don't have to be dramatic to be effective. Remember, even small reductions in blood pressure can significantly reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke. A drop of just 5 points in your systolic pressure can reduce your stroke risk by 14% and your heart disease risk by 9%. Start where you are with what you have. If you can only walk for 5 minutes a day initially, start there. If you can only make one dietary change this week, that's fine. Every positive step you take is meaningful and valuable. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. You don't have to follow every recommendation perfectly to see benefits. Even partial improvements in your diet, exercise, sleep, or stress management can help lower your blood pressure and improve your health. Be patient with yourself and with the process. Natural approaches often work more gradually than medications, but they can be just as effective and have the added benefit of improving your overall health and well-being. Remember that you're not alone in this journey. Millions of people have successfully lowered their blood pressure naturally, and you can too. Your healthcare provider can be a valuable partner in this process, helping you monitor your progress and make adjustments as needed. Most importantly, remember that taking care of your health is one of the greatest gifts you can give to yourself, to the people who love you. When you're healthy and energetic, you can be more present for your family, more engaged in activities you enjoy, and more independent as you age. Every day that you choose to take care of yourself is a day that you're investing in your future. You're creating the possibility for more years of good health, more time with loved ones, and more opportunities to do the things that bring you joy. Your age is not a limitation, it's simply where you're starting from. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. The same is true for your health. The best time to start taking care of your blood pressure naturally might have been years ago, but the second best time is right now. You have the knowledge now. You have the tools. You have the power to make positive changes in your health. Your body is waiting for you to give it what it needs to heal and thrive. Take that first step today, whatever it might be. Your future self will thank you for it. Your heart will thank you for it. Your family will thank you for it. And most importantly, you'll thank yourself for having the courage to start and the commitment to continue. It's never too late to start. Your body is still capable of amazing healing and improvement. You still have time. You still have the power to change your health trajectory. You still matter, and your health still matters. Start today. Start small if you need to, but start. Your journey to naturally lower blood pressure and better health begins with that first step. And remember, every step you take is a victory worth celebrating. You've got this. I believe in you. And more importantly, I hope you believe in yourself. Your healthiest days can still be ahead of you, no matter what your age. It's never, ever too late to start taking better care of the amazing body that has carried you through life. The time is now. Your health is waiting. Take that first step today.